Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing amazing. I'm your girl, Miss T with the T, and I've been here. We just been having a little technical difficulties. So I appreciate our guest for, she's going to go back and try to get her laptop to see if that works a little bit better. She is behind the scenes, but we're having trouble with the mic for some reason. The one time I tried to do Restream, it wouldn't let me do it. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully it'll work better on the laptop. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for waiting patiently. I appreciate it. Let me see who's all up in here. Thank you if you're even in the bushes. Let me see. Hold on just a second. There we go. Yeah, so her name is your girl Blue, Nicole Blue. She's all the way out of ATL. Let's see what else. What's up, CC's Texas? Gotten. What's up? She does a lot of comedy shows, and she also does the Atlanta bus, where it's a bus where she does comedy on the bus. So she's going to talk about that as well. Overcoming rejection and all that kind of stuff. What keeps her motivated and grounded. I'm like super excited to hear what she has to say. I know some of us are in, or some of y'all are in the Atlanta area. So if you get a chance, maybe you can catch one of her shows. Let me see who all we got up in here. Bear with me. I tried to do Restream, and I'm on a new computer. I was talking to Jay the Motivator, another YouTuber, and he got my MacBook running. So I'm running on my MacBook. Hopefully y'all can see me well. Let me see who got up in here. Okay. Why is this? Okay, what's up, Farmer Marshall and Kenneth and Cece and Sarah? How y'all doing? Shout out to the 10 plus people up here in the live. Joshua Gabrielle, how you doing? Good to see you as always. So I did get the flyers for the Kids Vision event. If y'all know anybody in the Indiana area who might want to join us, I put it on the community tab. Let me see. Kenneth, I say hi to you as well. She, my Renaissance grandma. Bear with us for just a couple more minutes because she had it on her phone. Like I could see her, but I couldn't get we couldn't get her sound going. So yeah, she's gonna try it on her laptop. And I'm not a professional comedian, so I don't have any jokes lined up for you at the moment. Fresh and fire. How y'all doing? Friggity fresh. What else is going on while we wait? It is Tuesday. My daughter will be driving here in about another hour or so. She's getting her stuff together. So safe travels. Safe travels to anybody who's out here driving or flying or anything for the holidays. Let's see. Yeah, bear with us. No, she slept in today, and so she just woke up not too long ago. So she's about to load up the car, get a little gas, and come on home. And then after the live, she should be here. So we'll probably go to the store now, which we're just making a roast and maybe some greens or something like that. So yeah, some cornbread. So I'm just waiting on her to get here so we can just go to the store, get a couple things, maybe a couple veggies and the roast. What y'all making for Thanksgiving? CC, you having Thanksgiving at your house? Let me see. Okay, here, let's try this again. Let's try. Okay. I see your little microphone there. I see it, girl. I see it. So without further ado, I look like I froze up. Did I freeze up? What's up, Tampa? Oh, shoot. Did I freeze up? I do not recommend StreamYard for anybody. Hold on, guys, because I froze up. Let me see. How do I unfreeze? Oh, okay, so I'm not frozen. Am I frozen or am I not frozen before I bring the guest up? Because on my end, I'm frozen. Let me know. Okay, first said you good. Oh my god, I will never use Restream again. No, I've taken, I have to because I'm waiting on some answers back here for our bring our guest up, and nobody's giving me. Oh, okay, I'm not frozen. Okay, thank you, girl. So without further ado, it looks like it's frozen on my side, but y'all said I'm not frozen. I see her microphone back here. We've been having all kind of technical difficulties, but we made it through. So please welcome our guest, Miss Nicole Blue.
Hey,
Hey, girl, thank you so much for bearing with us.
no problem. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, do you see me on here? Because I'm looking at me and I'm frozen.
You
I'm...
good. You moving. You're not frozen.
Okay, well, we're just going to carry on then. So let everybody know about yourself and like what all you do.
Oh my, I don't think we have enough time for that.
And your hair is always cute, by the way. I was like,
Thank you. Lately I realized I may have lost my girlish figure, but I have not lost my girlish look.
okay.
That's how you get a bill paid.
Right.
I'm Nicole Blue. I've been doing stand-up comedy for almost 10 years. I love it. Honestly, it's just basically getting paid to be myself because I'm the same person on stage that I am off stage. That's it. Finally found something that was for me. I think I struggled with that funny side for a long time. I really felt like people didn't take me seriously
Oh man, he's speaking love
growing up.
language.
Yeah, it's like I could be I could be dead serious and telling somebody how I don't like the outfit or something, and they laughing, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like you're not coming with me with that on, And I just used to always be like, why these people don't take me seriously?
Man,
So I was able to find a way to twist it in my benefit.
okay. If I had a quarter for like every time somebody be like, "Are you playing?" I'm like, "No, I'm for real. I'm for real. Like I'm so for real."
Right, right. For real, seriously. But I'm a mother of two. I have a 19-year-old daughter. She's in college at Fort Valley. Very proud of her. Yeah, she's doing an engineering program. And this past homecoming, she was crowned Miss Nesbitt, National Society of Black Engineers. So,
Wow. Yeah. Can we get some clapping emojis? Hey.
fine. Got my son, he's 16. He's here, off trying to do some big things. I think he's starting a new job today. I was going out there and get them coins, son. Going out there and get them coins. Ain't nothing like when them kids get out the house and start making their own money.
Man, okay, get out your pockets.
Okay. I guess I got to give him lunch, but he ain't got his check yet.
So you started about 10 years ago. Like, how did you, okay, what made, there's so many, like, how did you transition into going into comedy? Like, you were just like, I'm tired of working and I'm just going to get up here and just start. Like, how did it
No,
happen?
absolutely not. So as I mentioned, I've always been, I guess, the funny person, silly person, class clown, all that great jazz. So that's just always been there. People tell me I'm a good storyteller. I just talk. And I was living in California. I was married for 12 years to a military service member. We got stationed out in California. And in California, I had started to actually go through my divorce. And in my divorce, I was doing karaoke weekly at this one spot called the Hobnob in Alameda. It was like our own little cheers. Everybody knew your name. Everybody. It was a welcoming place. It was a place I was able to release weekly. I wasn't there to sing because my claim to fame is not singing. It is not. I will ad lib and I will mess up a good song for absolutely no reason. You hear
Me
me?
too. Okay.
Yeah. It was a way just to release and have fun. So for like 3 years, I was doing karaoke every Thursday. And little did I know that one of the people that was doing karaoke with me, because we used to get up in little groups and sing different songs stuff, he was a comedian. And when I would get up, I would always ad lib and talk junk and make everybody laugh before I would do my song or even during the song and then after the song or whatever. And he said, "You ever thought about doing comedy?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "I think you should do stand up comedy." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't think nothing of it. But prior to him saying something, I was at a flea market one weekend and a guy was out there, Antoine. I'll never forget him. He was out there passing out flyers for a comedy show. And I be, you keep walking, people soliciting and stuff. You just keep walking. Well,
Mm-hmm.
my homegirl that was with me, she stopped and entertained him and started talking to him and stuff. And he's asking, like, you know any comedians? And she's like, "Yeah, my friend, she funny. And I was
Threw
like,
you
"What?"
straight out there. Okay.
Right. And I was just like, "Well," he was like, "Well, here, come to the show sometime or come get on the show." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." He asked me, like, "You do comedy?" And I was like, "Yeah, in my living room, not serious or whatever." So little did I know that was just a foreshadowing to my future, meeting him, having that conversation, I guess planting the seed, which was then watered, nurtured, and over time, once the guy at the karaoke spot, he said something. He was like, ooh, excuse me. He was like, "I have a comedy show I do every Sunday." Oh, I gotta get this off of here. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's
He was
okay.
like, "I have a comedy show that I do every Sunday." He was like, "You should come check it out sometime." Well, at that time, my children were small and I had shared custody. So I would always be like, "Oh, I got my kids," or "I got something to do." I had something to do. And one Thursday, it was in February 2015. He says, uh, "Hey, you got your kids this weekend?" Like the conversation really just caught me off guard. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "No, I'm kid free." I was like, "I'm outside this weekend." And little
Okay.
did I know he was setting me up because he was like, "Perfect. You got any plans?" I was like, "Actually, I don't. I'm pretty free." He was like, "Bet, come to my show on Sunday." He said, "Come do some time on my show." I was like, "What?" I was like, "This is crazy." He was like, "Not nothing long, 3 to 5 minutes. Just come and be you." And I was like, "Okay." But one thing about it was I had a saying. I've always had like little slogans or sayings that I do. Like now, for the longest, it's been "How about it?" That's just something I say. I incorporated "How about it?" is a tag phrase for my life. Well, at that time when I was doing karaoke, I'd be like, "Y'all ready for some fun? Let me hear you say, 'Ooh yeah,'" right? So everybody got used to me doing that before I would start my song, or even after the song, I'd be like, "Y'all had fun? Let me get a ooh yeah." So when I walk inside the bar, people used to be like, "Ooh yeah, ooh yeah." So it was fun that when he invited me to that Sunday show, February the 15th in 2015, he invited me to that show. He said, "Just come out, be yourself, just 3 to 5 minutes, nothing long, nothing crazy, but I know you're gonna have some fun." Little did I know he had invited most of our karaoke friends to this show. So when I walked in, a lot of people was yelling, "Ooh yeah, ooh yeah." I don't know. The support was there. I felt good. I got up there and I talked for like 3 to 5 minutes about the differences of living in Georgia and California. And me,
Okay.
I was just like, this is,
You're doing you.
yeah. And after
And it
that,
worked out.
it did. After I got off stage, a man was there. He was like, "Oh my God, I love your energy. I got a show in 2 weeks. I want you on my show." And I was like, "What?" I go to his show. A guy there says, "I loved you. I want you to on my show." And it was just a snowball. And it's just been a snowball ever since.
Well, that's what's up. Congratulations to you and all your success.
Mhm.
So, shout out to the 25 people up in here to hear this story. So,
Yeah.
the reason I brought you on is because a lot of us are content creators in the audience. So, we
Mhm.
do more virtual, like live streaming and talking to the audience and stuff like that. But you just straight out there, you was like, I got divorced. I'm about to do this karaoke. I'm about to do this comedy. And, whoop, there it is. So, like, were you like, how were you when you first started doing comedy? Were you like nervous and scared and all that kind of stuff? Or you were just like, I'm with it?
Hey, let's go. I didn't think nothing of it because I would go places to shows and stuff, and I see comedians sitting off in the corner writing on notepads and stuff, and I started asking questions. I was like, should I be writing something? Like, I didn't I didn't know the formula to being a comedian. I still ain't gonna tell you
Right.
I know it. I just get on stage and I'm me. I just have fun.
Right. Everybody have their own kind of
And
method.
they do. And I say you can't it's they be like, you write jokes. I don't. I remember life because life is funny enough. What am I making
Okay.
up stuff for? I'm gonna tell y'all what I seen, what I heard, what I know. I may exaggerate a little bit, but here and there, but most of the part, it's all just from my life and stuff I've experienced.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, do you like audition for like comedy shows or um sorry, I got a text message. Do you audition for comedy shows or do you just like sign up and then they just like, okay, we'll see you tonight or something? How does that work?
Truly at this point in the game, people are pretty familiar with me. That book me. Um, and they call me up and ask me, "Am I available?"
Oh, that's what's up. They
Well,
come to you.
for the most part, I do. I am in a part of the Greek comedy tour. We do go out several times throughout the year. Each comedian associated or affiliated with the tour is a part of a Greek organization from D9. I am proud member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and I
Hey.
represent for the Blue and White family when we go on tour to different schools, and we do a lot of alumni and undergrad. Functions and events just for them as a fundraiser, which is a comedy show, something other than a hot spaghetti or a fish fry plate. So we try to give colleges and alumni opportunity to raise money for their chapters. So they book us throughout the year a couple times a year. Like I was in Michigan this year and a couple other places or whatever. So that's one thing that I have going on. Affiliated with the Laughing Skull. I'm there a lot, hosting a lot of their events and performing there regularly, just throughout the city. A lot of people are just networking. It is, and a lot of times once they see you perform, and then I'm consistent. They see that you're consistent. Is not, sometimes she's hot, sometimes she's cold. No, it's
Okay.
not pretty decent temperature.
So like us as YouTubers and whatnot, we can make videos, but we can go back and edit. Do you ever go like on a do a comedy show and just be like, man, I could have did better, or do you like criticize yourself for like, this didn't go the way I wanted it to go? You know what I'm saying? Do you like how do you
Sometimes
yeah handle that?
Sometimes, other times, y'all gonna get what you're gonna get, and that's it. You're not gonna make a fit. That's what you're gonna do. Because one thing I had to learn is a couple tidbits I had to take away from my comedy career. Is Let me back up. Prior to being comedian, I was a fitness instructor for over 10 plus years. I was teaching Zumba, hip hop, cycling, boot camps, all kind of stuff in California. And one thing they taught us in Zumba is there's no such thing as a wrong move or a misstep, like made a mistake or anything like that. If I change up the step for the day, it's simply a remix because the lesson I learned from that was they don't know your next move. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I take that to the stage with comedy. Only reason that I would ever really be hard on myself and what I tell other comedians is if you are trying to go off of a script in your head, the audience don't know what you're supposed to say.
Mm.
They only know what you
You're
say.
saying right,
If you're confident in what you're saying, they can't expect you to have had something else prepared or something else to say. So
right.
I always deliver confidently, whatever it is. So y'all don't know what I was supposed to say. You only know what I said. So I can't really be too hard on myself if I'm going with the flow. I have a I have a trunk of different jokes and stuff, and I allow spirit to use me. I let them pull from it because just like Beyonce have said in the past about the energy of Sasha Fierce that comes out when I'm
Mm-hmm.
on stage, that's really not Nicole. That's not
That's your
Nicole.
girl. That's your girl
That's
Blue.
your girl Blue, exactly. That's your girl Blue. Like she's pulling from the artillery, she's
Okay.
pulling from there that's already there. I don't always have a preset plan, but um I go off the vibes of the audience too.
Mm-hmm.
I may have wanted to talk about something, but I was like, I ain't even gonna do it, and I won't.
They don't know. Okay.
Don't know. They
I,
don't know.
I love how you said speak with confidence. And then I feel like I was looking at your Instagram and I was like, we have so much in common. We like 1 minute you motivational, then you over there dancing and stuff. I was like, oh, this is so me. Freestyling or whatnot.
Out of the box.
Okay.
Out of the
Just be
box.
confident. Be you. I love it. I love what is your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, no, I'm a Virgo. We're not.
I'm an Aquarian. I'm a free spirit. I just like to be.
Yeah, because we like I said, we do have a lot of content creators, and a lot of people are like, you know, I go live Monday through Friday, but some people are more like, oh, I'm afraid to go live. You know, it's kind of a big step. You know, there's no, it's not rehearsed. You can't edit a live. You can't edit when you on the stage or anything. So, you know,
Mhm.
like she said, nobody knows what you're supposed to say. You know, just speak with confidence. As long as you're doing what you love.
So there's comedians that say they go to open mics to try new material. I don't believe in doing that. I don't, because like I said, if you go off the philosophy that they don't know what I'm supposed to say, what am I rehearsing? What am I rehearsing? And honestly, you're not gonna really get the true feedback from an open mic audience as you would from a book show sometimes. A lot of the open mic audiences be full of other comedians, so you're not really getting the authentic reaction that you're seeking anyway. So I believe in doing my new stuff right there on stage. Just mix it in with stuff that works and do it confidently so that you can really get the reaction that you're looking for or you're not. I see
Okay.
one of your viewers ask me, are there any subjects I stay away from or I avoid? I'm not into looping the same stuff you could turn on a TV and hear. I don't do a lot of news, politics, religion. I don't do any of those serious topics because I'm here to take you outside of that. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to be a part of the loop that's looping that. So
Right.
I'm talking about regular stuff, your pets, shopping, kids, relationships, regular day to day traffic, life, living in different places, being a military brat, and being a military ex spouse and stuff. I've lived different places, so I got different perspectives on different things. Um, so I try to stay away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do too. I don't really do politics and I don't really do religion because everybody has their own religion. It can get too serious. I was like, no, I'm not doing
Mm-mm. I
it.
don't want to be a part of that loop. I want to take you. You came for entertainment, not for the news. So for entertainment, I want to take you away from what you already hear repetitively. I don't want to be a part of that loop. I don't.
Okay, I promise on everything I love. I think we are related some kind of way. We have so many common features and everything else. Let me see. Did we miss any other questions? What else can I ask? Uh, how do your kids like accept the comedy? Do they like it? Or your
Um,
family?
my family very supportive. They come to my shows. They already know when I pull up to any family function, we finna turn up because that's what I do. I'm hosting the games. I'm hosting Family Feud. I'm hosting whatever. You're not finna just sit around and be born around me. That's not what's finna happen. So no matter what family function it is, they already know if I'm walking up in there, we finna turn up.
Okay.
So
See, I know you have one family member that's like, okay, she's here. We about to turn up. It's about to go down.
exactly. And I don't drink anymore. I'm about almost 5 years sober now, but especially when I used to drink, oh, they already know. Let's go. We pouring shots. Like that's just who I am. As far as my kids, um, I don't, I don't know. I've always been in the spotlight for the most part, their whole life in some form. I wasn't just your average fitness instructor. I was pretty well known out in the Bay Area, hosting a lot of fundraisers, doing a lot of events, master classes and stuff like that. Very well known, popular. Um, so we would be in public a lot of places now. Oh my God, nigga, what? that structure. Oh my God. Oh my, so my kids are used to seeing that. And so when it came to crossing over to comedy, they's like, okay, that's just something else I do. I don't like they come, I've taken them to my comedy shows and stuff like that, but they're so unbothered.
Okay. Cause like I'm a single mom. Like I have, well, she's 18 now, but like when I first started doing YouTube, she was like 15, 16, and like I had her schedule and my schedule, and I got to be at this place and all this kind of stuff, a meet and greet or whatnot. So I was like, is it hard for you to like? Was it hard for you like to manage like the kids and life and everything?
Mm-mm. No, I have very self-sufficient, independent kids. Considering I had went through my divorce when they was pretty young. My daughter was probably about 10. My son, he had like 7 or so, 6, 7, and so that's when I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years or so. So I had to pick up the pieces, get my life together, start back working and stuff like that. So they was having to figure things out. I was a latchkey kid. They had to become latchkey kids. Take yourself home, lock that door, don't open it up for nobody.
Okay,
Order is cooking,
nobody.
like they pretty self-sufficient. They kind of just do their own things. I don't really ever had to worry about much, and they're low maintenance. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah.
Cece asked, "Do you garden or have you ever gardened?"
Garden. What kind of greens are you talking about? We need to be a little bit more specific, Cece. What kind of greens?
You so silly.
I was so serious.
Ah, let's see.
um, I don't grow any vegetables. I ain't got no green thumbs. No green thumbs over here, but there's greenery around. There's
Lord.
there's greenery around. I lived in California for a long time. Picked up a
Okay.
few yeah, a few things there.
Let me see. You so silly. So I did think of a question. Like when you go to your shows and like people don't react to your show the way you want, like they're not laughing or whatever. Um, I don't know. I think I consider that like some kind of rejection. Like, do you like how? I guess I'm trying to say like how do you handle like a bad moment?
I guess I would have to have one to be able to answer
Ah,
that.
I know that's right.
I can't say I've had no bad moments. Comedy is subjective. Everything ain't gonna be funny to everybody, and I don't get in my feelings if you don't laugh about something I said. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm not here to be liked by everybody. I just want to be liked. I like those who like me.
Okay. I truly love your spirit. I promise I do. I promise.
I'm not here to be liked by everybody. Everybody ain't gonna think I'm funny. I
Okay.
just say this. You may not like me. You may not like me, but you gonna love me. I said,
Okay. Everybody ain't for everybody. So
hey, if you don't love me, you at least like me.
yeah. One thing I learned about being like out here and about and in social media and stuff like that, like don't try to please everybody. Just be you. Like there's no way on earth everybody's gonna like you and love you,
Mhm.
understand you. Like just be you. Stop trying to
Absolutely.
please everybody.
Absolutely. If you try to do that, you're gonna go
Worry
crazy.
yourself to death.
You are. I mean, but you're in a different platform being that you're on camera and stuff. And as you mentioned earlier, this is the kind of stuff that make me nervous.
Really.
Absolutely.
But some of your comedy shows, that's how I seen them. Like they kind of recorded, but you kind of like doing your thing, and somebody's like recording.
Exactly. Exactly. The camera is there, but I don't know that it's there. And I'm not just talking to a camera. Like for me, people are like, oh my God, you should make more content. I make content when I'm in the mood to. I'm very inconsistent, meaning I I don't know. I just it's not a regularly scheduled thing. I think this is weird to me. Hey, y'all. Hey, I think that's weird to me. Like I'm talking to myself. That's crazy. No, you're not going to convince me. I am schizophrenic. I'm not. I can't do it. I be trying to. I do post here and there, and I call myself doing this little TikTok challenge with myself. How many days I could post in a row? I think I made it to day 4 or something. I don't know, but I was like, I don't know how y'all do this. I got
Okay.
other things in life that's going on. I don't want to sit in front of no camera. I need humans. I need to feel the energy because that's where my disconnect happened when I was doing fitness. I moved here in 2019, moved back to Georgia. I pretty much was raised here in Atlanta, but I moved back here in 2019, right before the pandemic. I had a lot of intentions to still keep up with my Zumba and fitness stuff when I moved out here. When the pandemic came, they were just like, well, do some classes online. Do some classes online. Go live. And I did it a few times, but jumping around and screaming at a camera, no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, ma'am. I couldn't do. I did it a few times, and after a while, I said, I can't do this, y'all, because I was thriving off of the energy in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like in a space with real people, like not sitting there talking to no computer and jumping around in
Okay.
my living room looking weird. I don't know. Everything about that was weird. So I did it a couple times, but after a while, I had to stop.
See that I love how you said that too, because like a lot of us was like, okay, this isn't count. We're in the comfort of our own home and stuff like that. She's like, no, I've always needed people contact, like interaction with people instead of just sitting here talking to a computer. So everybody is different, okay, y'all.
Mhm. Some people are more comfortable, talking to computers and editing and all that stuff like that. Mm-mm. No, that drives me nuts. I'd rather get a group of people together. Let's go outside. Let's go on the roof. I don't know. Let's go somewhere to get together. Let's talk. I mesh well with the energy. I gotta feel it. I gotta
Okay.
connect.
Let me see. I think this YouTube lifestyle we do does require good imagination.
Hmm.
See, I give you kudos because we can just, like I said, we can just make a video and edit it and do all this stuff. You just live like into people's face.
And that's what I like because if you ain't laughing, I might reach out and tickle you.
Ah, oh
I
yeah,
also host the Funny Bus here in
I was
Atlanta.
just about to ask you that.
Yeah, the Funny Bus is a 90-minute tour. It's 17 and up, adult, R-rated, BYOB in wine. So you can bring your own beer and wine. It's a 90-minute tour around the city of me talking trash and cracking jokes and telling you a little bit of Atlanta's history. So it's a fun trip. And that right there, it gets pretty live. It does. It helps with the improving skills. And that's one thing you have to have as a comedian is being able to think well on your feet, improv through life. I used to be in an improv troupe in California too. I did one little season of it, but that was interesting in itself because the coach kept saying, for this character, we need you to pull from a different place. We need you to be a different person, not just Nicole. You can't give that energy to each character. I said, well, girl, I don't know how to be nobody else but me. So, yeah, it was fun, but yeah,
Okay.
it was some good improv and stuff I had to pull from for sure.
Like, how do they get information about the Atlanta bus? Because we do have people in here from the Atlanta area. Is it like year round?
It's year round right now. We just started in March, actually here in Atlanta. It originated in Charlotte, North Carolina. They got a franchise out of Ohio, and we are the third franchise. It's called the Funny Bus. So you can go online and Google Funny Bus ATL, Funny Bus Atlanta, funnybus.com. I believe it's funnybus.com or it might be .net. Let me see.
Okay.
Funny Bus Atlanta. Yeah, it's funnybus.net. NET.
Because I
But
do go to Atlanta quite a bit. Well, when it's warmer outside, so
where are
hey,
you located?
I'm in Indiana.
Oh wow.
Okay,
How about it? Indiana. Let's
middle of
go.
nowhere. Okay,
I see why you on a camera. You had to come out here and get some friends.
okay, because like ain't nothing going on here. We ain't got no funny bus Indiana yet.
No, no. But yeah, it's definitely a good time. It's just be able to mix it up. I try to. I don't like to just do one thing. Of course, I like to do as many things as I can. I, um, I was hosting a game show for a minute here in Atlanta called Black in the Day. It was a trivia game show. It was a lot of fun. He moved back to North Carolina too. I hope he come back and bring the game back here because we definitely had a good time. But I try to do all that I can that's going to help people have fun. There's enough things going on in this life that's serious. We always gonna have a bill to pay. It's always gonna be some work to be done. But if we don't, one, I say allow curiosity to get the best of us. Are we really living? And then two, I'm like, come on, you gotta find something funny to laugh at or smile about each day. I don't know how somebody can go through a whole day and not have nothing that was funny or nothing to laugh at. Because when I used to pick my kids up from school, I would ask them a series of questions. How was your day? Did you help somebody today? And I always ask, tell me something that was funny that happened today. Like, what did you laugh at? Like, give me something funny that happened today or whatever. So, just even in the midst of that, we have to learn how to keep picking up the pieces because life ain't always going to be the party we bargained for, but we might as well dance while we at it.
Right. I could feel you on that because, like, my daughter, like, when she was here or whatever, before she went to school, and she like have a bad day. I was like, well, what good happened today? Like, what's a positive note? Like,
Hmm.
tell me something good.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't like that because your whole day, I teach my kids, I say life is not about the days. We don't count them as the days, we count them as the moments. So, did you have a bad moment or was your whole day bad? Like, let's be realistic. Okay, you had a bad moment, but don't allow that moment to mess up other moments because it's only you that can stop that domino effect. So, I try to tell my kids that, you had a bad moment, not a bad day. I said, because eating lunch can't nothing bad be about what's so bad about you eating your lunch? What's so bad about you brushing your teeth? Nothing. That stuff still happened, and now you want to put it together with a bad moment. It's like, no, you had a bad moment.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Nicole, what is your favorite comedic moment so far?
My favorite comedic moment.
Hmm.
Mm, I've had a lot of great opportunities, a lot of great moments. I really hold dearly my weekend I spent hosting for Sinbad.
Hmm.
That was truly a weekend I ain't gonna never forget. We had amazing time. He made me feel um even when I wasn't, I guess, as far along in my career as most people would have thought I was or whatever, it made me feel like I was somebody.
What's up?
Definitely made me feel like I was somebody. Made sure them people at that club paid me and everything. Shoot, but it was a great weekend.
Okay.
That was definitely one of my highlights for sure.
I love it. I love a positive atmosphere. Like if it's something negative or something like that, like you said, the world and life is already negative. Like why are we dragging all this negativity? I love a positive environment. So I can imagine
Mhm.
Sinbad, he's a funny guy. He
Mhm.
seems like a nice guy. Look, I'm talking like I know him and stuff. But like I'm
Absolutely.
so with you when you say like the world is already negative enough. Like
It's definitely a dark place. It can be. And I just try to be a beacon of light wherever I go. Just like a lighthouse is, to help people find direction and guide them in the darkness on the ocean. So I look at myself as a beacon. Any room I go in, I want the thing to light up.
right.
Period. That's it.
So
Mhm.
with the bus and the touring, like yeah, and the comedy shows and stuff, do you ever get like overwhelmed? Like, oh my God, I got so much going on and I don't know, maybe the kids like pull you, ask you to do something. You ever get overwhelmed?
No, listen here. I ain't never overwhelmed. I'm gonna show you why not. Hold
Oh,
on just a second. Let me see.
oh, okay, girl.
You see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Everything in my life is color coded and it's on this calendar. If it ain't on this calendar, it don't exist. I check this thing multiple times a day.
Girl, okay.
It's all color coordinated. That's why I don't get overwhelmed. I know what I got to do for that day. I don't think ahead. People be asking me, "Oh, what you got going on this weekend?" I don't know. I ain't made it through today yet.
Now,
Let's
see,
not
I
get
have
ahead
the
of
paper
ourselves.
version. My daughter's like, Mama, you need to get your phone. And I was like, oh, I'm not that advanced yet. I'm not that advanced.
Yeah, so that was me too. But my calendar, my Google calendar, hands down, color coded. It's
Okay.
color to code. I got my daughter. You got her saying, you got to pick me up from school, and these schools give these kids too much PTO. Like, come on now,
Man, who you
every
telling?
time you turn around, you got to pick them up. Now you there for fall break, and you're only gonna be gone for a week after that. You're gonna be back for Christmas break, and I'm like, my goodness, what was the purpose of packing up all your stuff and sending it down there just for you to bring it home every other weekend? That's crazy.
Man, my daughter's right around the corner at the University of Cincinnati, and I'm so glad she's only like an hour and a half away. because like some of her friends tried, they went further out. Like I would hate to like keep going back and forth 6 7 hours. Like what are we
Mm,
doing? Take these kids. Take the.
right, exactly. My daughter's about 2 hours away from me. It's about 2 hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't too bad, but
I'm
yeah.
like, man, we had to like uh get her stuff and then like put her in the new dorm and then come and get her. Well, she has her own car now, but gosh, she be pulling up here any minute. But
Hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah,
y'all are
that's what we working on for these breaks right now is getting her a car. So
okay.
that's a headache in itself. I don't like car shopping for real.
Okay.
Thank goodness my mama helping out. So I was like, yeah, your grandma gonna take you to the credit union, go get you pre-qualified. Something. I'm not a serious business type of person. When
Mm,
it comes to taxes, when it comes to bills, when it comes to all that, the stuff we supposed to be doing as adults,
mm,
I, I don't like none of it. I would pay for the convenience of somebody else to do it for me. When I was married, my ex-husband, he did all that, all the bills, all the this, that, and the other. I told him, I said, give me what I could spend.
give me my spending money.
Give me what I can spend. You take care of the rest because if you give me more than what I can spend, I promise you I'm gonna spend all of it. Give me what I can spend. That's it.
Now I like. Well, I just recently started doing like in person meet and greets and stuff like that. I like that too. But like I like doing YouTube, but like I don't like the technology part. Like I wish I had somebody to do all the editing and all that kind of stuff. Let me
Hmm.
see. Who would you like to work with in the future?
Who would I like to work with? Uh, I've definitely worked with a lot of people. I've checked off my wanting to work with to do list type of thing. Um, Let me see. Who would I like to work with? I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Anybody that want to work with me with some good energy. I don't have
okay.
no specifics. I don't. I've worked with like Earthquake and Cheryl Underwood, Sinbad. Um, I work with so many people that at this point, I realize this. You have what's considered people who look at folks as celebrities, but honestly, once you get on this side of the fence, it's like we just coworkers,
Mm,
and they just have a little bit more seniority than me, not like any other job, any other employer. So I done got past my fan phase. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I done been around in the presence of Dave Chappelle. I done been in the presence of a lot of people, but I done passed my fan phase. So when people ask me questions like, "Oh, who's your favorite?" and stuff like that, to be honest, it's me. If I'm not my own favorite, then what am I doing this for? You know what I'm saying? I could really listen to myself all night, and I've gone to sleep listening to myself. Because even listening to my own jokes and stuff, I can punch them up and stuff like that. But I think I'm pretty funny.
Let me
I
see. Out
want
of
to know.
all,
I want to know who want to work with me. She said,
right.
"Who do I want to work with? Who want to work with me?"
I love the positive attitude. I promise I do. Like out of all the stuff you done did from the buzz to the comedy shows to the TV show, which one was your like favorite thing to do?
Mm, I'm really loving the bus right now. I really am loving the bus. I like my game shows as well. I see myself as a host when it comes to full time. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'm gonna plant a seed with your viewers because this is something I've said multiple times throughout my career in comedy. I do want to be the first female host of Family Feud. Like Steve Harvey, move over. Like that's me. I'm like, let's go. Y'all ready to play the field? Like that's me. I like to get people pumped up. I don't know. Maybe it was all those years as a fitness instructor. Just like that was me. That's I like to pump people up. So I would love to be the host of Family Feud or a game show. I'll even see myself having maybe a talk show or something like that. But even something that incorporates improv and or some kind of game aspect to it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Steve Harvey been the host for a good minute.
Yeah, he need to go ahead and pack it up. He need to pack it up and go ahead and let me go ahead and handle that right there.
Okay. I do thank you for your time. I don't see no more questions. Did you have anything else you want to leave out with everybody? And y'all in the Atlanta area, get on that bus. Get on
Come
that.
on and check me out on a funny bus. Come check me out throughout the city. Add me on your social media platforms, be it your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. It ain't nothing consistent or regular that you're gonna hear me say, I post every Tuesday. No, you'll catch me when you catch me, but come get a laugh. I promise you it's something funny on my page. My name is Nicole Blue, and I've enjoyed talking with y'all this afternoon with Miss T and her tea.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Let me see. Yeah, check her out. I found her on Instagram at your girl Blue One. I have it in the description. I gotta make sure I connect on TikTok as well.
Yes, come on over there. I'll be calling myself doing a few dances from time to time.
Well, thank you for coming in, and everybody, thank y'all. Let me see. Make sure my computer screen is all frozen up, so I'm not even. I'm looking at my phone.
You've been moving. You're not frozen.
So thank you again. I appreciate it. And everybody, y'all have a good day. And you have a good day as well, Miss Blue.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for having me.
No problem. Enjoy your